new era of table tennis, T2 Diamond, and the first of 3 events here in 2019, taking place in the south of Malaysia, in Johor Bahru. The first of 3 events, as I say, in a dynamic new era for the sport. The world's best players all here this week, battling it out for the prizes. Well, welcome once again here to the Cavern, as we call it, this wonderful facility here in Iskandar, Malaysia studios, and we've got the remaining round of 16 matches we're building up to. Delighted to say we've got another wonderful special guest, the German national team captain, former world championship and Olympic medalist Jörg Roskopf. Jörg, good evening to you. It's exciting, isn't it, this format? We talk a lot about T2 Diamonds, but what about the Fast Five? We're seeing this a lot now, aren't we? It's coming in, and it can change matches.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good chance for the lower-ranked players to come back. And if you reach the Fast Five, I think everyone has a chance to beat also a better player. And so it's very important to get into the Fast Five.
Is it something the players talk about a lot? We had a match earlier, Feng Tianwei against Miyu Hirano, which was key with Fast Five. We had 3 Fast Five games. Is it something they're talking about?
Yeah, for sure. We have to talk about with the players about the format, and so the Fast Five is very important because you can be down 2 games, but easily you can win 3 in a row, and that's important to go in. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, we're here this evening, obviously. You've got a big role because we're going to have a look at what we've got to look forward to here. There are 4 remaining quarterfinal spots that are up for grabs. Of course, 2 in the women's, 2 in the men's. We've got a lot of matches here. Obviously, World Championship runner-up Matthias Falk in action, first of all, against Koki Niwa. We've got the defending champion of T2, Bernadette Soch, against Ding Ning, and Zhu Yuling against Kasumi Ishikawa. I've got to talk to you, Jörg, though, about your man, Patrick Francisca, one of the 4 men of recent weeks on the ITTF World Tour. Big match for him, though, against Liang Jiankun.
Yeah, for sure. He's on fire. He played well in the Australian Open last week, so he's looking forward to this match. But Liang Jiankun is a very solid player for years now, and he's quite strong, so it will be a difficult match. So we will see. As yesterday in this match from Dimitri Ovtcharov against Kuxin, first set is quite important, so he has to be focused from the beginning.
Just one for you quickly, though. You know, the opponent that we've got here, I don't expect you to give away the secrets of the game plan. But Liang Jiankun, he's been so consistent this year. What makes him so good, briefly? Yeah,
he's good in service and return games, so he's not missing so many easy points and quite solid on both sides, as all the Chinese in the last years now. So I think it will be a quite different match for Patrick because he has to look about his service. His return has to be short, solid short, and then he has a chance.
Sure. Thank you for your thoughts, Jörg. We've got to let you get away and prepare Patrick for that big match, third of the session. Of course, that is one of the 4 matches. We're going to get straight to it now. We're going to join our Master of Ceremonies here in the Cavern, Junyong.
The world's very best table tennis superstars all gathered here at the T2 Cavern. This is T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. T2 Diamond, held over the course of 3 events at 3 different countries. In 2 days, we find out who will be crowned champion of T2 Diamond Malaysia, walking away with $100,000 US. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 4 more spots left to be filled in the quarterfinals as we're entering the last leg of the round of 16. Opening the action here, we bring to you a Japanese versus Swedish encounter in the men's championship. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your match officials. Umpire, Corinne Wong. Assistant umpire, Chu Xiaolei. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rio Olympics silver medalist from the land of the rising sun, Koki Niwa. His opponent, the 2019 World Championships singles silver medalist, Swedish sensation, Matthias Falk. Koki Niwa versus Matthias Falk. All the best, gentlemen.
Welcome to the second day and the second session of competition at the Seamaster T2 Diamond Series 219. We're at the Iskandar Studios in Johor, Malaysia, and the scene is set and the umpire is in position.
Diamond, you have service. You shall receive which ends. Okay. Koki Niwa will serve.
So Corinne Wong has sorted out who's serving and who is taking which end. And just look at the difference in size. My goodness, it's extraordinary. Matthias Falk versus Koki Niwa. Sweden versus Japan. And I have to say, it is very much a question of David and Goliath here. Jill Parker, what do you reckon?
Yeah, he's certainly a lot taller than Koki Niwa, but they're both fantastic players, and I'm sure we'll see a fantastic game today.
It just shows that the sport of table tennis is for everyone, from every stature. Koki Niwa, of course, has an extraordinary reputation. He's so fast on his feet, and you need to be fast on your feet. But of course, with Matthias Falk, with that extraordinary reach, he maybe doesn't have to. He's got to obviously come to the ball and anticipate well, but he is just a giant at the table. Just look at that.
He's got long levers, arms and legs. He's able to cover a lot of the table.
And his current ranking of 9 and the ITF ranking the same now. As in fact, this is his best. So maybe this is his best opportunity to really, really take on the world. And of course, the T2 Diamond competition is giving these players some fantastic opportunity, not just to earn money, but to be in the spotlight, because this is more than one spotlight. We've got laser beams, we've got every kind of spotlight. And I have to say, it's an extraordinary feeling being inside the Iskandar Studios. It's revolutionizing the sport of table tennis as a part, not just a participant sport, but a spectator sport as well. The Innovations Lab have done their business.
They certainly have. The Innovations Lab as part of the ITTF. You've got this great round arena. First the players have ever played in, but it doesn't seem to be affecting them. No barriers and no line down the center of the table.
It's the Colosseum of table tennis now. It is theatre in the round. And of course, we have got now not the lions so much, but certainly the gladiators here at the table. And they're going to be putting up everything but blood here. Maybe some tears at the end. Who'll know? Here's Koki Niwa to serve the first point. 24 minutes is the first start.
1 left.
Well, these two players have played each other 8 times before. That's from 2008 to 2018, and it's 5-3 to Kokiniwa. They've last played in 2018 German Open, where Falk won, and Kokiniwa won the Bulgarian Open. So very close encounters, these two.
First point for Falk. They've had to wait. They've been seeing other people coming and going, other players coming and going to the hotel. This is the final session of the round of 16, and it's definitely been fought with great anticipation. We've seen him at the hotel, and he's had to wait for his time, both of these players. It's a lovely play. 3 in a row there for Falk.
Yeah, it's very unusual. Falk, he plays with short pimples on the forehand side. Most players play with the reverse rubber on the forehand, but he plays with the short pimples and spins it with the red side on the backhand.
A metre and a half, 2 metres back from the table, though. His forehand there was absolutely brilliant. I don't think any pimples there would have defended against that.
No, with the pimples, he's able to hit the ball flatter. With the smooth rubber, he spins the ball.
5-2.
Well, that's 5 in a row for Falk. What a great recovery. He's going for both attacking players, but of course, because of their stature, the different style of play is inevitable. Just took the tape as well. That forcing forehand is doing damage.
Yeah, with a different pace on the ball, with the short pimples, it comes through flat. With the backhand, it comes through spinny. Like there, you saw him just turn round to play his backhand from the forehand side, so he's very versatile. He keeps trying to change the spin. That makes it difficult for Kokiniwa to get into a rhythm.
Comes from a great stable of Swedish players, of course, going right back to Waldner's time, and of course Jürgen Persson now is definitely with the greats. Ha! We love this. Brilliant. Oh, Matthias, the master. Wow.
And he went back and played a defensive shot as well. Pleased with that.
Unbelievable. And the electricity in this arena has been definitely brought up a notch or 3. Absolutely amazing rally at 8-4 now. Superb work. And who thought a big guy could move this fast around the table? Superb. Niwa gets his own back there on the next point at 5-8. Already the tone is set for this evening's excitement.
8-6.
It's difficult when you come off a rally like that you win. The excitement's there. Everything is up, and then you've got to keep concentrating.
You see on service, he's swapped his back round to play the red side on the forehand. So he plays with the red and then turns it round, but fantastic smash there by Falk.
It's exhibition stuff, absolutely. There is the service you were talking about, Jill.
Yes, he plays it with the red side, with the smooth side, and then you see him turn the back round to play the black with the forehand side.
Absolutely brilliant pictures there to illustrate Jill Parker's point. I'm sure we'll all appreciate the detail of that. It's 7-9. And now to 10. It only requires one more point. And Jürgen, well, what a player in his day, I tell you. And what a wonderful man and a great ambassador of the sport. He loves being in charge of this young man, I can tell you. He's not so young, he's 27 now against Kokiniwa's 24, but I tell you, there's a great atmosphere when Matthias Falk comes to the table. The towel down is complete. And he's there. If we pull away with our boom camera, and they'll come in really intimately close. And that is the game. It's 11-8. And Kokiniwa fought back midway through, but Matthias Falk's spectacular rallies and finishes were superb.
Yeah, I think with the combination of the different rubbers he plays, it comes through very flat with the black side on his forehand, and then he's able to spin it with his backhand as well. So a completely different pace in the ball coming over to Kokiniwa. He's not able to get into a rhythm.
Certainly an intimidating figure at the other end of that table. Whatever you think about the skills of Kokiniwa, the diminutive Kokiniwa by comparison, it's definitely a formidable vision that he's got. A red blur in front of him.
Second game, Matthias.
So here's the second game. Matthias Falk will be in service. Off the net and away for love one. Good power play from Kokiniwa, keeping that pressure on, forcing the error again.
Let 2 love.
Well, strategy 1 didn't work, maybe plan B will.
3 love.
Yeah, good start here for Kokiniwa. Knows he's got to play positive on his backhand and forehand and to make it difficult for Falk to get in.
And that's 4 in a row, love 4, good work. Kokiniwa certainly will be hoping to redress this imbalance of 1 love at the moment against him. 16 minutes left in the opening 24 minutes. He's missed it.
1-4.
Oh, gee whiz. He launched that like an exocet missile into the corner. 2-4. Well, they're both exciting players to watch, but it is the long levers that you mentioned earlier that is, I mean, it's so explosive, these windmill shots on the forehand in particular, really extraordinary. There he goes, 3 in a row.
4-3.
Really stepped in well there, saw he had that opportunity to open it up with that forehand flick.
And now to 4-all.
Clever play there by Falk. He just dropped it short. He's just changing things all the time now on the receiver's serve.
Oh, beautiful. Well, he responded to that single shout in the crowd. Come on, Koki. He certainly did.
I'm not sure whether he said okie dokie or...
Okay, Koki. Well, there's certainly great atmosphere here. The fans are loving it. Hui. Change of direction didn't quite work out for Matthias on that occasion. 6-4.
4.
Oh, good serve in and follow up there by Kokiniwa. Very positive play there.
Absolutely. So we've had 4 for Niwa, 4 for Matthias, 3 for Niwa. Is he going to get to the 4th? He certainly is. 8-4, 4-8.
4-8.
Momentum It's a strange business that in many sports you see momentum building. You don't see it quite so often in table tennis. It's normally stepladder stuff, but on this occasion, unusually, we started with 4 points for each on 3 occasions for each of these players.
5-8.
Dynamic.
That certainly was, because that was a really difficult shot there. Taking it so low, how low down he is. His knee touched the floor.
And no spin on it. Absolutely flat.
Oh, another one.
8-6.
This is extraordinary. It's now gone to the other direction with the service, so Koki will serve. 8-6. Surely we're not going to get both the players with 4 points in a row. Oh, we may yet. 8-7. It's extraordinary. Good fight back this by Matthias. He's always been on the back foot, so to speak. Not literally.
Let.
There was a let.
8-7.
The let is given, and of course the ball comes in very quickly. They don't have to chase it around the floor. The ball kids have done a great job.
Oh,
And
beautiful backhand.
It is extraordinary. So on 4 occasions, each of these players picked up 4 points in a row. It doesn't happen in the real world. When did you last see that kind of play? Amazing. 8-all. And now the sequence has been broken.
9-8.
Falk has taken the lead at the crucial time, just about to duck towards the tape at the end of the 100 meters. 9-8. And now at 10-8, he's done a really great job.
And that was good placement there into the body of Niwa by Falk.
Do you know, he's looked relaxed around both the practice hall and the hotel. And I have to say, he's just looking the real deal here at 8-10. Game points and
8-10.
that was a bit lucky. That is it. It's 11 points to 8. 2 games to love. And Matthias Falk of Sweden has made a big, big impression here. He was 4 points to love down, came back to 4-all. He was 8-4 down, came back to 8-all, and then he closed it out 11-8. And what an extraordinary, adventurous game.
It was. That was an excellent game by Falk. And you can see here that black forehand with that black rubber. You see he's really pleased with that.
Competing here against Adam, who's giving goodies away, and the crowd are screaming at him saying, over here, I want some. Well, I tell you what, Matthias Falk, whatever he's got, we'd like some of his, because his skills and his talent have come
Third game.
very, very much to the fore here.
Love all.
We've got the time clock at 10:20 at the moment. So 10:20 to go. And he's just absolutely on fire. Playing a brilliant match at the moment. Love one.
That's a great backhand there, right off the bounce. A lot of power going into that.
When Jorgen Pearson gets excited by a player, I can tell you what, you better watch out the world.
Let. 2 love.
Matthias is definitely on fire. 2 love. 3 love.
3
Yeah, that was clever there by Falk. He saw Kokiniwa come and play a short ball and left the table open. And then played it wide for that winner.
First point on the board in this 3rd game then, and Kokiniwa has a little relief from the pressure.
Well, Well, Falk's had a good year this year. He lost in the final of the World Championships to Ma Long. He had some great wins on the way. Okiniwa lost in the quarter-final.
Well, everything's building up towards the Olympics, of course, in Tokyo. And there are so many ambitions coming to rest there. Falk, he is definitely got a real crack at that title. And it won't be the first to upset the Chinese and the Japanese if he manages it. 3-all with the service, Matthias. It was a let, yeah.
3-all.
Still, the best of 7 is the ambition. So first to 4. And another great flat shot. No time for any topspin there. It was absolutely planted straight at the body. Great work for 4-3. Oh dear, again, his reach there came to bear.
Yeah, I think Okiniwa, he played well there. Very strong balls with his forehand, but counter topspin.
It's all going Matthias' way at the moment. 3-6. There will come a time when Okiniwa will just get a little bit frustrated and be trying a bit hard, I think. But at the moment, at 6-4, Falk with 7 minutes, he still could get to that 4th game inside 24 minutes. We've only had it once before. Good work. Lovely. Good recovery. 3 points in a row for Okiniwa. Flashing.
I thought it was wonderful there. I mean, that was a great shot that Okiniwa played, but Matthias Falk, he was there ready and waiting. Played that great backhand on the diagonal.
It's a beautiful reflex action, as you said. Anticipation and waiting for that to happen. The rest of us could just watch in wonder as that goes flashing past. 5-7.
Let 5-7.
Oh, twice off the net. Second time out. 6-7. He knows how much concentration is required here.
Let 6-7.
Oh, 7-all.
7-all.
Good change of tactic there.
Not sure whether there was a funny bounce on there, because he just...
Maybe it took the tape or the paint. Certainly Falk didn't like it.
Oh, good backhand there from the forehand side. You see how quick he moved round there with his feet.
This is a very important game for Koki. 8-7 he's got, or 7-8, because it's Matthias will serve. And there's another one for 9. He's got 9-7 and he's got 2 serves. Oh dear.
9-8.
Such accuracy, pinpoint accuracy into the corner. Watch this. One point the difference. And now leveled up at 9s.
9.
It's exciting stuff, isn't it?
It is. He hits that ball so flat from the forehand. It's actually difficult. You've got to, when it's hit so flat, you've got to top spin it up. You can see there how flat it is. It's not bouncing up.
Still finishing the shot very high with the racket head, suggesting that there's a There is a lot of topspin on it as well, but it comes at such speed. 9-all, 2 required. He's not going to make that. And I tell you what, Kokiniwa fans here going crazy. It's game point, Kokiniwa. And that is 10-all. Wow.
Well, that was brave there by Falk. He saw that opening and he said, I've got to go for this one.
He was the first one to blink, wasn't he? And I tell you what, he gambled well. Great time. It's just the 1 point here. 10-all, game point. And that is unbelievable from Falk. Absolutely no response from Kokiniwa to that backhand. Amazing stuff, and no wonder he's pumping his fist there in great joy. Look at that, 11-8, 11-8, 11-10. It was a much better matchup there, but in the end, it was Matthias Falk that had the extra dimension to his game. Just look at this backhand. What a shot. Wow. Come on, Jill, tell me.
Well, I'm just a bit gobsmacked. He came out with that powerful shot from the middle of the table. And you can see how pumped up he was there.
It's extraordinary because he saved a couple of game points as well. Kokiniwa will be, on the other hand, quite deflated because he's now got to recover from a 3-love deficit. We've got still a couple of minutes to go before the 24 minutes timer is up. Missed that one off the top. There you go, 2 minutes and a half, just under. Niwa's taken the first point. It's more likely to be finished if Falk makes it. Certainly this game will be finished to 11. Subsequent ones to be 5 points. Oi. Oh, that was a shot to the jugular there by the gladiator from Nippon.
1-3.
The great thing about Falk is you never know. He never knows when he's beaten either. So he could easily recover from this position. 1-3.
Oh, no, definitely. And I suppose Kokiniwa is 3-0 down. He knows he's got to go for it in this game.
Bit more risk for each shot, perhaps. 2-3. Just over a minute and 15 to go. Oh. The intent was there, but the execution was in Kokiniwa's favor, 4-2. Just didn't get enough bat on it, did he? Took the edge.
Yeah, made sure he went right round the table to play that shot. If you're going to do that, it's got to be a strong one, and it was. He got that winner.
Came from underneath the table as well. He disguised it all.
It was a good change of direction there by Falk. Kokiniwa is expecting it on his forehand. Just changed direction last minute.
What an extraordinary change from first match this morning, right? The chopper. Gosh, we had time to have a sleep, take a cup of coffee and come back and commentate on each point.
Yeah, well, I think it took an hour, that match this morning.
Amazing. You can't grab any breath here, can you? And there you go, 5-all. It must be very, very disconcerting for Kokiniwa to build up a lead and then find it being dragged back to parity.
But Falk is very clever with that forehand. He plays it at different paces as well. Sometimes he does a slow one on the forehand and then he hits it flat.
5.
Niwa can come out with the spectacular, and the crowd voice their approvals. Oh dear, a wayward shot. We're not used to seeing that. He got a little bit carried away with that. Would have probably struggled to make 2 tables if they were together.
Yeah, he should have won that point. It popped right up.
He dropped it in at the net. It would have anything better than what he did.
5-7.
5-7, but he's not out of this game yet. We're down to 0-0, which means that it's now the first to 11. Don't they love it? We love it.
7.
It's got the feel of an exhibition game about this, but I tell you, this is for real. This is not a circus act. This is absolutely hard and fast skills being put on show for us. Wonderful. 6-7. And now 7-all. There he is. Fight back, kid.
7-all.
Well, he can't afford to lose this one. It's all or nothing for Niwa. Good boy.
Yeah, picked that up well.
7.
Falk tried to drop it short. A little bit too long, and Koki Niwa, he played that one on the diagonal.
And now at 9. Been here before though, 7-9. Matthias is used to fighting hard for every single fiber and every single point. 7-9. He's consistently surprising us.
Well, he just goes for all his shots. He's playing positive. He misses some sometimes, but it doesn't stop him going for them.
8-9. Another big point, 9-all.
9-all.
Jorgen will be very happy with what he's seeing, but of course he's still got the danger that if Niwa wins this, we get into the fast 5 territory, which is basically a very high-risk area.
9-all.
The first to 5 for the games from then on. So he will love Falk to finish it off here with another couple of points. It's 9-all. He's missed it. It's 10-9, and this could be it. Koki Niwa has been outplayed so far, but can he come back from the brink right here? It's 9-10. It's match point. Matthias Falk. Oh, and he's missed it. 10-all. It's still match point. It's still match point. It only needs 1. And he's got the serve, which I guess is an advantage.
It certainly is. And see what serve if he follows in with. Strong third ball here, or whether he'll keep it tight.
Match point, Falk.
In.
And he's missed it.
11-10.
Wow. It was all on that one to finish it off. And Jorgen says, don't worry about it. It's okay. You're still in control. 3-1 in games. But that was so close, so tight. And you can hear the crowd absolutely enthralled by this competition. Koki Niwa comes back from the death. An extraordinary, yeah, it's off the tape. That's why it went long. He's played that shot and made it so often, isn't it?
He certainly has. And made quite a few winners from it as well.
Right, we're now into fast 5 territory. That means the first to win 5 wins the game. Koki Niwa, and it's a bit crazy for me to say it, but Koki Niwa can still win this match. He's 1-3 down, but it's now the lottery of the fast 5. Koki will serve.
Positive start there.
It was.
Hi, Falk.
Indeed, and of course, if he gets the 5, he takes the win. Alternate serving, of course. Oh, he's missed it. He rushed in, but wow, that was exciting moment. And that took a lot of bravery from Koki just to drop it over. Look at this. Next one is the shot. He thought he'd made it. Wow.
He covered a lot of ground there.
Certainly did. And the forehand drive in regular time was the one that he missed out on, but forcing the error there. 2-1. Falk back in serve with this alternate serving in the fast 5. He's missed it 2-all. Again, Koki rings out around this Iskander Studio T2 Diamond stage. That's brilliant. Super. And this is the danger. It only takes a couple of really, really brilliant passages of play for the player to get back in. 2-3. Done it again. 2-4-4-2.
Yeah, he was very brave there. Those last 2 points that Koki Niwa's won. He's run round with his forehand. Just see here how much ground he's covering and just goes over the ball.
Well, it's really exciting. Edge of the seat stuff. It's game point to Koki Niwa, and he's got it. 5-2 in the fast 5. It's 3-2 in games. Well, don't you love it? You know that Matthias Falk was in control of the 24 minutes. It was only an error right at the end that meant he didn't take the win immediately. But with this situation, not only has Koki Niwa taken one of the games, he's now, with 5 points, picked up the second. It's now very much in the brain. Psychologically, Matthias has got to stay strong. We know he's physically strong. He's now got to be really strong. He's got to take one of these games here. This one, or perhaps even the next one. No, Koki's in the zone.
Yeah, it's as if, you know, he's got the fast 5. He must think, oh, I've got to go for these, no matter what. He's playing very positive.
Well, there's not much you can say. You can just witness, you can just observe. 0, love 2 at the moment in the second fast 5. Oh, that's either a fantastic serve or it's a slight lack of concentration by Niwa. 1-2, 2-1. That's a great shot.
That was a good backhand down the line, just changed direction at the last minute. You can see the spin there with that backhand.
Yeah, he left it very late to change his mind on direction. And it's still Niwa in the ascendancy. 3-2 to the Japanese. The crowd loving this. You hear Koki's name being shouted out time and again. 3-all. This is not the time to ask whether any of them are a fan of Fast 5. It's really tense stuff. They can feel the tension as well. 3-all, 2 required. Oh, now that is fabulous. Really, really good net play. We've seen him open up from deep. On that occasion, it was the intricacies of the net play and really that super undercut. The backspin did the job. It's 3-4 and it's now match point to Matthias. He's done it. He raises his left arm in triumph and he goes through to the quarterfinals of the men's singles. And Matthias Falk has beaten Kokiniwa in a fabulous battle. Look at the scorecard there. 11-8, 11-8, 10-11, 11-10. And then it took a couple of fast 5 games to sort out the victory by 4-2. And Jorgen is as delighted as anyone around. I tell you, he played every point in that match. You can be sure of that.
He certainly did, and obviously he's been in situations like this, centre stage many times, so he knows what it's like. But I think sometimes you're playing every point as a coach as well as a player.
There's a big statement here as well, Jill, in as much as it's a European through, which is really very important for Team Europe. No question about that. Falk has his fans and he's got a pedigree. Absolutely brilliant. That was a great match. Let's chat to the boys about what happened on court.
What else can we say? That was a crazy matchup just now to open this session here. The last leg of the round of 16 of T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Let's get Kokiniwa's side of things first, because that action just now, yes, we know the result didn't go his way, but it was one of the most spectacular display of table tennis that we have seen on this stage so far.
勝敗は残念でしたけれども、この T2 が体現したいような卓球をされたかと思うんですけれども、試合振り返ってみていかがですか？
出だしの0対3になってしまったのがすごく厳しかったですね。で、その後2ゲーム取って、いい試合をすることができたんですけど、やっぱり相手の方が強かったです。
Well, after the third game, I tried to come back to the game, but he was just better than me.
Okay, Kokiniwa, we want to know more about you because you have a very unusual but spectacular style. Where did he develop that style from?
独特な卓球スタイルかと思うんですけれども、ご自身でそのスタイルについて思っていること、これからやっていきたいこととかっていうのを教えていただけますか？
自分でも特別なスタイルっていうのは分かっていますね。これからも今までと変わらずもっともっと強くなりたいですね。
Well, yes, I am a special type of table tennis player, but I just have to improve more, and I have to win more to go.
Well, Kokiniwa, we wish you the best of luck, and we do hope to see you at the next round of T2 Diamond 2019 in China. Thank you very much. Now let's talk to the winner of that encounter, Matthias Falk. Wow, okay. Matthias, the last time we met you 2 years ago, right here on the stage, you have a new last name, you seem like a new man, newfound confidence. I mean, what changed?
Good question. Marriage maybe helped me a lot.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel really confident. It's good to be back here, almost the same place. So I'm happy to be back, and I played really well today.
You're really on fire, fresh off your World Championships single medal. Next up, though, I believe you're going up against Xu Xin. What can we look forward to in that encounter?
He is an unbelievable strong player. He played fantastic this couple of weeks, and it will be a really tough match for me, but I hope I can play well, and hopefully it will be a really good match.
Well, based on what you showcased today, I think that's what's going to happen. Thank you so much, Matthias Falk, the first European man to make it through to the next round here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia.
Well, he's such a popular victor there, no question. First European man, but David and Goliath, wasn't it? It was a question of the giant at the table against Kokiniwa. And I have to say, he was spectacular in every respect. The first 2 games, he was absolutely on fire and unbeatable. Closed it down at 3, and then when he tried to make it the 4th, It was Kokiniwa that held him up just a little bit, but bailed out ultimately by the fast five. Took him two ultimately to do, but 4-2 he came through, and that is a brilliant, brilliant victory there for Matthias Falk. He's certainly very popular, not just around the tables, the table tennis tables, but around the tables of the hotel as well. He's very easy to talk to, generous in disposition, and certainly a great victor today. There are the stats, and we've got, look at that, the serves 127 over 25, and the returns one, he's made it by 3, 23 over 20, and then the forehand winners, well, that was a big, big disparity, wasn't it? Look at that, 7 by 38 over 31. That's a very, very impressive performance. And let's have a look now. Xu Xin is waiting for Matthias Falk. There he is, the bottom of the draw, but Xu Xin was unbelievable. But he could be waiting even then for Wang Shidong or Lin Gaoyuan. I tell you, this is not easy. The T2 diamond is definitely a difficult thing to achieve.
Building up to a big match in the women's draw, the defending champion Bernadette Soch against the current Olympic champion Ding Ning. We've got a fantastic guest to look ahead to this, Sofia Polkanova, the Austrian. Good evening to you, Sofia. I mean, you've just been practicing, warming Bernie up. How do you think this is going? How are you feeling for this one, for her?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I think Bernie is very motivated. She's in good form, but you know, she's playing Ding Ning, the Olympic and world champion, so it's gonna be a difficult match. Yeah.
You've played them both before, you've been around them. What do you think is the key thing in the match, if anything, where it will be won and lost tonight?
I think Bernie should come to a fast 5 game, and then there she has more chances. I think the patience is also the key for her, and Ding Ning is also a very fast player, so Bernie also has to be very fast, and she has to play with a lot of variation.
A lot of things there for her to consider. Yeah. It's going to be an exciting one. Thank you, Sofia. Let's get to the action. Yeah, back with the action of course here, with one match completed, victory for the World Championships runner-up Matthias Falk, withstanding that recovery potentially from Kokiniwa. And of course, next up, as we've been previewing, Bernadette Soch against Ding Ning next up in this evening session. And the matches later could be a couple of crackers. Liang Jinkun against Patrick Francisca. Of course, Francisca doing so well in recent weeks on the ITTF World Tour at platinum level. And then Zhu Yuling, who had an early exit in Australia, looking to respond from that up against Japan's experienced Kasumi Ishikawa. The title defence here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia begins for Bernadette Soch of Romania. Very tough first match for her though, against the current Olympic champion, Ding Ning.
Ladies and gentlemen, a more mouth-watering action awaits you here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia, as we've got the queen of T2 going up against the biggest name in women table tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce to you your match officials. Umpire Tan Leong Hia. Assistant umpire Lua Bi Yue. Ladies and gentlemen, she beat Feng Tianwei of Singapore to be crowned T2's inaugural season women's champion. She's now back to defend her title. Give it up for the Romanian beauty, defending champion, Bernadette Soch! Her opponent has won 3 3 Olympic gold medals and 8 world titles. They call her the Big Baby. She's Ding Ning! Bernadette Such versus Ding Ning. It's gonna be good. After you, ladies.
So Ding Ning, the lefty, absolutely extraordinary, impeccable record at the table tennis tables. Bernadette Soch, the defending champion, you'd have to say, goes to the toss
I have
with the
diamond
umpire.
and table. So you take diamond, you take table. It's table. So you receive. So you have to serve which side you want. This side. Okay.
So Bernie Soch,
Ding Ding serve.
Bernie Soch decides to receive, and Tan Leong Kia does the duty as the umpire. And again, the crowd getting very excited here. But there is something very revolutionary about to happen here. As she picks up her bat, we'll see something very interesting. Because not only is she wearing pink, she's going to be playing pink. Show us the T-bar pink bat. It's going to come out very shortly, although obviously it's something that everyone has been waiting in anticipation for. In just a couple of minutes, we've got a little bit of pink hair as well. So it's pink day for Bernie, but will Ding Ning be able to outperform her and basically give her a colour rinse, you might say, because, oh, there it is. It was on the table. We saw it. We saw a cutaway of the pink bat. And I'm going to be, there it is, the pink rubbers from T-Bar. First time. It's the premiere of the pink bat. Pink and black. What do you think of this, Jill Parker?
Well, she's very colour coordinated, and it's quite interesting because the rule, there was a rule change to the World Championships about having different colour rubbers. Doesn't have to be black and red, and this will be the first time it's ever been seen. I think T-Bar are the first company that have been able to try it out here. So it'll be interesting to see what Bernie has to say about the rubber and how it plays.
Well, it's all showbiz stuff, that's for sure. But there we go. Ding Ning at 29 years old. ITTF ranking of 3. She's been up there at the top of the tree, and she acknowledges all her fans around the world. I can tell you, she is definitely, I mean, we talk about the real deal. She is definitely the real Ding, because she has got an extraordinary ability to put pressure on from every situation.
Ding Ding.
Yeah, she's definitely got the glamour, that is for sure. And just look at the crowd around. This is the big showdown. Bernie's got 24 minutes to survive this. Can she now really bring another upset to the T2 diamond stage? She got the first point at least.
Love 1.
It's good, isn't it? There's an atmosphere.
It certainly is. I think she's got a great fan base here at T2. She's very popular 2 years ago.
1.
And I'm sure our fans will be wanting her to do well here as well. But these two players have only played each other once, and that was in 2012. 7 years ago at the World Team Championships in Dusseldorf, and Ding Ning won that encounter. But she is the current Olympic champion, Ding Ning. She's also won the World Singles Championships 3 times, is 2011, 15 and 17. So fantastic player to watch.
She's the perfect build for table tennis as well. She's got the fitness levels. Bernie has probably spent as much time putting her makeup on as practicing in the back there. She definitely is great for the cameras. 3-2. Yeah, great stuff. 3-all.
3-all.
Yeah, that was good placement there by Bernie down the line. Short spinning one, then played that next one fast. Good variation.
And again, she takes the lead this time, Bernie Such. Wonder how much confidence she has taken from Simona Halep's victory against Serena Williams at Wimbledon recently. That was an unbelievable performance.
Well, I think Bernie knows she's got to play positive table tennis. Anything half ball. Oh, look at this.
Oh, really, really lucky. Ding Ning took the tape and then hit the table for 4-all. But it was brilliant, brilliant stuff to watch. Attacking play, even from deep, way back from the table, 5 meters back from the table, and Bernie's still trying to play these counter-attacking shots. Great work, 4-all. And there, just had a little bit of extra, wasn't it?
Oh, it was like a little forehand slap.
Well, she was swatting at a fly that was in her way. Yeah, great work. 5-4-5. And now 4-6, 6-4.
6-4.
Wow. Nothing is impossible when you're Romanian in July.
And I think she will have come out thinking, well, you know, I'm playing a great player. I must play positive, get in. And she's certainly doing that. And there's a coach, a boyfriend sitting in the corner. He plays table tennis. Germany.
Well, she's come out with spectacular confidence, and look at that, 4-8. Surely not. Not that we doubt her at all, but she's always been quite negative when we've spoken to her at the hotel. She's saying, yes, but I'm against Ding Ning. Ha! The towel down. Probably Ding Ning's more anxious to get back to the table and get back to the scoring than her opponent. Extraordinary. 4-8. Aha, what have we got there? With the chop, the tomahawk, is
That's the tomahawk.
First time we've heard the term, the tomahawk. There it is, the big chopper.
But, yeah, but if you
Look at
see,
that.
she
That's the
makes
red
contact
side.
on the red side.
Yeah. Oh, this is brilliant from Bernie. 9-5, she's got the service now. She's in control, 2 more. Well, wouldn't her sponsor love her to take this one? That would be fantastic. First time we've seen the pink-sided bat. And look at that for 10. Whoa! Ding Ning being definitely rung around here. She's playing with great heart, great spirit, and great accuracy. That's out, and it's game. Oh, 11-5. Can you believe that? Well, everyone said it was a bit of a fluke when she won the tournament. We all celebrated, and we thought it was fantastic in 2017. She beat Feng Tianwei in a special final moment with the killer at 5-3. But right now, I tell you what, her biggest problem is to stay in focus and control, because she has been superb in that first game.
Yeah, she plays some great table tennis there. Very positive, making sure she's getting in hard every time the opportunity arises.
Time.
And she looks the part as well. Looks very nice
Absolutely.
in the pink.
Player time.
Well, we've been so used for so long to seeing shorts and tops that did nothing for the female form. And there you can see Bernie Such, quite the opposite. She's got flair, she's got style, and most importantly, she's delivering with talent. Bernie in the lead. 18 minutes left. Is the dream going to continue?
Love 1.
Ding Ning, she apologises for a good fortune, just touching the net in that first point. What was there?
2 love.
There to attack, she tried it, but I think she was quite close enough to the net.
brilliant rally there.
3.
Some good blocking defense, particularly from Bernie, that ultimately, that one extra point, and they're out to the side. Ding Ning, she's obviously been stung by that first game loss.
1-3.
First point in the second game for Soch.
And there we hear that little screech when she wins that point, which she's famous for.
At least she doesn't do it during the rally.
No.
Opened up. Actually, that was going exactly to her plan, but then the final shot was not quite accurate enough. It's 1-4. Oh, great response.
5.
Much more rhythmical in this game now.
That was quick off the bounce there. Counter top swim forehand. Took that ball very early. That was a good service, and she opened up well right into the body of Bernie. That set it up for that, to make that winner. 6-1 up now.
Ah, good service.
1.
Really, really good service. It fooled her opponent there. We mentioned it before, but we're in the 4th session of this T2 Diamond, and we're playing on a table without a center line. And they're at 8 now.
1-8.
And the pink dream becoming more of a little nightmare at the moment as Bernie Soch drifts away from this second game. 9-1. Again, chopped side serve.
9-2.
Too little, too late, perhaps, but it's good to be competing for every single rally. She did well there. Brilliant.
3-9.
She managed to get to that one that was wide to the backhand, but just clipped the net.
12th point is towel down time, but it is important that she is competitive. She doesn't give it away because she's so far behind.
9.
Just keeps going. And again, the apology hand is raised. And it's 10.
3-10.
3-10. Just 14 minutes left of the 24. But the important thing is Ding Ning's on the verge of the second game to level things. Not quite there.
10-4.
I'm not going to say 10-4 over and out again because it didn't go down well yesterday either. But there are some old folks listening who will remember it. That's it. It's 11-4. And it's a big level up game for Ding Ning. She was hurt from losing the first game, and she's come back very, very strongly. Well, it's definitely a little bit of a dream, and it's still alive here at the moment. But Bernie needs to be a little bit more consistent. She started out brilliantly. And real surprise attack. Now she's got to stay with it.
Time.
What do you think is being discussed there as the tactics?
Well, I think Bernie and her coach will be talking about, well, you know, you've got to try and get in, you've got to be positive. But, you know, very few opportunities arise when you're playing against the caliber of someone like Ding Ning. But she's still got to keep those tactics up. Both the players are attacking, and so they will have. They both want to do the same thing as trying to get in good serves, follow on third ball.
One little question. There won't be any pinballs on that pink side.
No, it'll be reverse.
1 love.
You can see it very plain, very flat. One love. Good blocking there, my goodness. Excellent on the backhand side. 1-1, 1-1. I can tell you now, with 12 minutes or so, actually just under 12 to go, she would have taken this at the start.
One, two.
Heavy looping tops there.
Yeah, she contains it so well, Ding Ning, in control. Bernie Soch is spinning the ball, backhand and forehand.
Ah, great service.
2-0.
And she's not easily fooled at the net like that. 2-2.
That was a good third ball there.
3,
Right into the body of Bernie Soch.
Attacking from the first service. Off the edge and away, and it's now 2-4. She's going to take a towel, and why not? A vision in candy floss. Great to see. I have to say, we're very, very happy to see the innovation coming into the game. It's backed up by talent as well. 2-4.
Yeah, it's very difficult for her. I mean, she's played so many good backhands there, Bernie. But Ding Ning is there every time. Wherever the ball is, she's there. She moves so well around the court. Great anticipation.
5-3.
But made an error on that pushing stroke. I think she was expecting it to be a little bit longer, but it was just a touch short.
Oh, it's great work from Bernie Soch. Okay, again, she apologizes, but I tell you, she is getting into those positions. She's very quick with her feet as well as hands. And she's leveled up at 5-all, 1-all, 5-all. Can you believe this? With less than 10 minutes left, that she has got this parity position, Jill.
I know, she's played really well. But she can play really well. I've seen her play many matches from a young age. And she's a big fighter.
You've left out the Romanian thing. It's their month.
No, right, yeah.
5-6.
Well, the big statement is if she can come back from this little 1-point deficit and take this third game, that would be something very special. Too good from Ding Ning.
7-5.
Yeah, such power there with that forehand. Look, put all her body into that. Bernie couldn't get there to play, contain that speed and spin.
7-5.
8-5.
Yeah, the ball popped up slightly there and Ding Ning took the initiative.
Look at her face.
6-8.
That little scream of triumph as the miss comes over, and 6-8. Even Ding Ning is now talking to herself.
6-9.
It's an important one, this. Obviously, the third. It's still the best of 7. 6-9. again, that one extra ball coming back at you puts the pressure on. It creeps up on you. 10-6 is the score, so 4 game points to Ding Ning. Uh-huh.
10-7.
Wow, we don't see her play too many air shots. It's a brave fight. It's a really interesting battle here. 10-7, 3 game points. Missed it. 11-7, 2-1 in games. Bernie Soch's leveled up at 5-all in the third, but unfortunately for her, she succumbed because Ding Ning kept it on the table too often in that game. 11-7 the score.
Yeah, the coach is telling her there, you know, forehand, play strong. Not that I can understand Mandarin, but I can see by her actions.
Body language, yeah. But we have a star, there's no question about that. Ding Ning has the pedigree, the Olympic experience and so on. But Bernie is putting on a great show for the fans. And certainly the cruel knockout stage is upon us right from the start.
Well, Bernie is up against the Grand Slam champion at Olympic Worlds and World Cup.
Is that T-bar evolution or revolution? Whatever, it's certainly something we've only seen for the first time today.
Love 1.
Less than 5 left, but still the target will be to 4 games.
True love.
Again, it's very much the mental approach at the moment. Psychologically, she's got to stay positive. Gets the first one back, but then gets a bit excited with the second backhand.
Yeah, Ding Ning's playing an awful lot of balls into Bernie Soch's backhand. And she gets such a good angle on it as well. Gets her out of position.
Love 4.
And of course, being a left-hander, she can get her forehand in easier if she plays backhand, if she plays cross-court.
And that's gone.
1.
So she's on the board for the first time in this 4th game. And again, as you said, that forehand is always putting pressure on the backhand side. 5-1 now. First to 11. And she will need, because of that first game loss to Bernie, she'll need a fast 5 to finish it all off. Explain that a little bit later if you haven't been watching hitherto. 5-1. Oh, and again, there was a lot of movement off the table there, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of spin that comes back. It's kicking off.
Again, power. There wasn't much backlift there either, but it came through at significant pace off that forehand again. 1-7. Well, she's changed the service again, but it doesn't make any difference here. 1-8. Ding Ning is definitely in the groove now. Definitely switched in, and she's going to take a timeout here. Get in the stand. Head has gone down a bit, shoulders have dropped. Positivity has moved away. And what does coach have to say?
Yeah, you can tell by her face and her body language. She's not happy, but Ding Ning, great component, attacking play. But I think Bernie's coach will just be reinforcing her and say, come on, you know, let's be positive. All is not lost. She just wanted a bit of a break just to get her head back in gear again.
Yeah, regrouping is very important. She's taken a timeout as Bernadette, and it's now 1-8 with the serve. Good timeout, huh?
Worked for her well.
Pity she doesn't have another timeout, because that was a brilliant recovery. What a good shot. Combination of angles. That's how she played the first game.
9-2.
One of the only girls to get the ball to bounce back from this rubber. Oh, great recovery.
2-10.
Wow. Over the shoulder there, wasn't it? 10, and that means loads. Look at that chop off the backhand side, really, the red side.
Yeah, she's the only one I've seen who does that service. Must take hours of practice.
2-10.
Great recovery, though, from a long way out on the backhand flank. 2-10. 8 game points for a 3-1. And that's it. It's 11-2. 41 seconds left. And the clock continues to wind down at the changeover. So I think we're going to get one fast 5. Maybe the rules will inform me that's a different scenario, but I think it's going to be one fast 5 at the moment. This will be very interesting whether the umpire can call anything different, but I don't think Tan Leong Kia will play the full 11 here. It's down to 0 at the moment, and I think it will be fast 5.
Yeah, the umpire's just put his hand up.
So this could be the first to 5 now.
Fast 5 game.
It is. It's fast. It's a fast 5. Okay. Well, we have interpreted it appropriately, and there is the confirmation. Fast 5 means the first to 5 counts as a full game. So 3-1 at the moment to Ding Ning. She will serve, and it's the first to reach 5. If she manages it, she wins the match. One love.
Love 1.
Love 1, I beg your pardon. Of course, it's alternate serves, isn't it? Yes, of course. And now, 2 love. Alternate serving. She certainly wears her heart on her sleeve, as well as everything in pink. And that's a really good piece of defending by Bernie. 1-2. Again, she's got to stay positive.
Yeah, played well there. She Was moving the ball all around the table. She's got to be looking to get in off her service.
She was there. But again, a great receiving of serve, wasn't it? Just look at the way she brought it back and the undercut there. Did a lot of damage. The side spin as well. Very deceiving.
Left.
3-1. 2 required for victory. Oh, and that's gone.
2-3.
Hope is still in the air for Bernie Soch. Oh, too quick.
Yeah, good angle there by Ding Ning. Right into those counter hitting rallies. But just changed the angle at the last minute. Bernie didn't quite get to that wide one on her forehand.
So it's now game and match point with the serve, Ding Ning, 4-2. And that's it. A little bit of a damp squid at the end, but a very, very impressive. And it's lovely to see them have an embrace at the end, because although we knew that Bernie was just a little bit fearful that Ding Ning would overpower her, the way that she took that first game and brought a lot of great excitement to the air and to this T2 Diamond Arena was very impressive. She thanks the crowd for their support, and I tell you what, T-Bar will be delighted the way that she's carried that pink bat into that match. It was very, very impressive. Consolation there, really, from the coach. And, well, the first time we've seen a pink rubber in an official tournament. But Ding Ning, well, she does what she does best, or she did what she does best, and that's win very important matches. She's a fantastic player.
Yeah, she certainly is, and better known as a Queen of Hearts as well. She's got a big fan base, but a lovely player to watch, and been very successful as well.
Well, I have to say, Bernie is the showgirl, and there's no doubt she will have her fans as well. And that's a lovely, lovely moment. The embrace and respect is mutual. There's no question about that. But we've been treated to a fabulous match. Ding Ning has won it, ultimately, by 4-1. Over now to Jun for the chat.
So that was how the cookie crumbled between Bernadette Soch and Ding Ning. Let's get Bernadette's side of things first. Bernie, you know you're so well loved here on the T2 stage. We are disappointed for you on your behalf, and we know there's no one else that feels, more disappointed than yourself. Can you tell us how your experience was so far in season 1 and here coming again as a defending champion?
I was very happy to win the season 1. I hoped to defend my title, but I know it will be very difficult. I am very happy to have all the supports with me here in T2 family. And I want to thank everyone who support me and come here to watch me. And I am very sad, of course, that I lost today, but I lost with the best player, Olympic champion. So I am very happy that I make a great match against her.
Bunny, I love that spirit. As you can tell, the crowd is crazy for you, absolutely crazy for you. Can you share with us what's next for you and how are you going to bounce back?
Now I will go in the Indian League after this tournament. But most important this year, I have European Championship by team, of course. And after, I want to prepare very well for Olympics.
Well, all the best, Bernie. We wish you all the best. T2 Diamond first season's champion, Bernadette Soch. Now let's go ahead and get the perspective from the player who eliminated the defending champion here in T2 Diamond 2019. Of course, she's the biggest player in women's table tennis, Ding Ning. Crowd going crazy for Ding Ning as well. Let's get her perspective though. At the start, it was almost an upset. What happened in the first game?
第一局一上来就输了嘛，当时在场上是个什么样的情况？
这一次基本上是我们这几年第一次交手，可能上来自己对整个的比赛感觉还不是特别好吧。然后虽然第一局就输掉了，但是自己后面尽快的调整。
So this is our first encounter in the recent years. I don't get very familiar with her style, but during the match processing, and I get used to that.
Okay, let's talk about the format here in T2, the Fast Five that Ding Ning won. How does she feel about the tempo of the Fast Five and this format in general?
就是强五进入强五之后，这个赛制很独特嘛，那节奏也很快。你觉得这个对于这个赛制和节奏有什么特别感受？对，是强五。
我觉得其实，在场上比赛的时候就能够感觉到节奏要比之前我们参加正常比赛的那种感觉要更快。然后打到强五的时候，其实会更感觉到有一种压力吧。然后但是我觉得这种偶然性会加大，只能是自己在场上做好当时吧。
So I think T2 match is faster than the Euro match, especially in the Fast Five. It's very fast. I just want. It's full of uncertainty. So during the court, I try to play out my best.
She did extremely well, bouncing back from the defeat of the first game. Three-time Olympic gold medalist knocking out the defending champion here in T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Ding Ning.
So great performance that by Ding Ning. She speaks as well as she plays, doesn't she? Absolutely excellent. And although she gave up that first game, she gave the reason that she wasn't used to Bernie's style of play, but learnt very, very quickly. And that was an excellent opening for the girl in pink with the pink rubber bat as well. Absolutely excitement in the air. It wasn't to last, unfortunately, for her. Ding Ning came into her own and came up with a style that was that Ding Ning way. Absolutely superb in every respect. Kept putting the ball on the table, putting pressure on, and ultimately giving a very, very impressive masterclass to the defending champion. It was superb from Ding Ning. She goes forward to the next round with confidence that she is in with a great chance of the title and the $100,000. Great stuff. Lovely to see them have a little cuddle at the end, but here are the match stats. The truth is 23/15 for the returns one and 36/22 for the forehand winners. It was a dominant performance ultimately for a 4-1 win for the girl from China. Let's have a look now then at the draw, and it's now complete. Well, not quite complete, just one. Chu Yuling against Kasumi Ishikawa to come at the end there, but I have to say Feng Tianwei has got some problems, although she has beaten her in the past. I was there when she did that in Moscow in 2010, but it's going to be a big problem for her later on in the competition.
Finish. 集中。あ、全然いかない。どうしよう。あー。え？あ。あ。全然ダメじゃん。あ、もうやばいやばいやばい。コントロール能力本当にないわ。どうしよう。ああ、もう終わった。Let's go T2.
So here we are in the fan zone. Of course, TT Diamond is all about fan experience. You can have your photo taken here. We've got a photo booth. Look at this, check this out. You should come to a T2 Diamond event and follow me around here. You can also pick up T2 Diamond merchandise as well. There's all sorts of things here, balls, shirts. I mean, yeah, you guys look like you're going to spend a lot of money there. Towels, bottles of water, of course, food, and also you can play. Fans of all ages here. We've got a small table there as well as one of the more conventional variety. A couple of very good players here. Been watching them for the past couple of minutes. We're not going to put them under pressure now, are we? Look at that. Wonderful. No, it's all part of building the fan experience, of course, here at T2 Diamond. So there we are then. In terms of the matches so far, we've had a couple of matches. The match coming up next, we have here Patrick Franziska, who's done so well lately, the German semi-finalist at the Australian Open against a man at career high of 6 in the world. It's China's Liang Jinkun.
Features a battle between a German table tennis player who's recently been a huge threat to the top Chinese players. He's up against a rising star in the Chinese team. Let's get straight into the match. Introducing to you your match officials. Umpire Chu Xiaolei. Assistant umpire Corinne Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming the player who won 2 bronze medals in the recent World Championships. Give it up for 22-year-old from China, Liang Jinkun. His opponent, 2-time World Championships silver medalist from Germany, Patrick Franziska. Liang Jinkun versus Patrick Franziska.
Well, Europe are celebrating a victory already this evening with Matthias Falk, and they come back with another one here. Patrick Franziska, representing Germany, comes to the umpire for the toss. Here we go. Chu Xiaolei.
Diamond, you are table. Diamond, your choice. Receive. Which end? Okay. You'll be serving. Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
Franziska decides to receive. So Liang Jinkun will be the server as we get underway. But Franziska, he's had a fabulous season. And of course, Jorg Rotzkopf is very, very excited by this boy who's now 27 years old and coming to really a fantastic stage in his life. The Asians tend to mature a little bit earlier, and obviously their ability to come through to the top earlier is very, very well known. But Franziska is coming to a stage where he's going to be a big handful, there's no doubt about that. Liang Jinkun will probably be the favorite here, but we got the power of Franziska against the guile of Jinkun. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Jill Parker.
These two have only played each other once, and that was in 2013, so quite a long time ago, the Polish Open. Liang won 4-3, but Franziska had a great tournament at the Australian Open a week or so ago. He was 2-0 down against Fan Zandong and won, and then had a great match in the semi-final, losing to Xu Xin, so he's a player on form at the moment.
Xu Xin, of course, won 3 ITTF events in a row. And Franziska, I have to say, just like Matthias Falk, has had a very, very impressive position around the hotel. He has been easily talked to and very relaxed. Liang Well, he is now 6th ranked in the world. His highest ranking is 6th, so he's going to be a formidable opposition. And the format of T2 Diamond means that we could be seeing again that fast 5 coming into play as the crowd suck in the atmosphere developed by Adam, who's actually going around and again throwing some gifts into the crowd. I have to say, I've only met Francisca on this particular occasion during this tournament, but he's been so genuinely and very, very pleasantly humble. I like that.
Yeah, no, he's a very nice guy. He actually goes out with Carlson, a Swedish player, his sister, and has been for a few years. So she's always at the tournament supporting him. I don't think she's here this time, but I'm sure she's watching on TV, so giving him as much support as she can.
Well, we wish her well, obviously, and this is a big moment in the spotlight. There are lots of spotlights here, and quite a significant amount of cash to go for ultimately. Even the loser picks up $5,000 in this match. But, the ambition is 100,000 to win it on Sunday. We will see how far Patrick Francisca could go, but it's Liang Jinkun with the first serve.
1-love.
Two righties, right-handers. One all. Tactics, you say they've only played once before, but of course, coming from Australia last week, Patrick has the advantage of some very hot form.
He certainly has, but Liang, he's got a solid player, both sides, good backhand and forehand, and he's got a great service and return of serve as well.
Bronze medalist in Budapest, you were there, weren't you?
Yes, yep.
For the World Championships I'm talking about, but 2-all now. Francesca gets it back to parity. Oh!
2-3.
Gee whiz, a flash of the racket head. And down it goes. Let's have a look at this in ultra. You missed that one though. 6 points done. Towel down potential. He's got his serious face on this evening. That's Patrick.
Quite happy to run round to play his backhand from the forehand side. Covers a lot of ground. That strong forehand there, a lot of spin. Didn't quite get over the ball. Oh, and look at that backhand. That was fast.
It was. It was very, very quick. He's been successful a couple of times with it, missed a couple. So it's a 50-50 shot at that kind of pace, but at 4-all, it's all going to plan for both of these players at the moment.
4-5.
Again, he's tall, he's powerfully built. He'll take advantage of that extra few centimeters of reach. And he's very quick.
Left. 4-5.
And again, he's just missed that backhand. Top of the tape as well. He'll be annoyed with himself there, but 5-all. Oh, on the edge reply. Wow.
Yeah, that was good serve and a very strong third ball.
backhand lets him down again. That's 6-all. Well, we've seen a lot of positive and very, very impressive and successful shots, but we've seen lots of errors as well. It's a mixed bag so far in this opening game. Oh, this time. I mean, he apologises, but that to me was the perfect shot.
No, that was a great shot because he just used his wrist just to change the angle of the bat, just the last minute.
Brilliant stuff, 6-7. Tried to do it again without success, 7-all. So it's consistency now we're looking for from Patrick Franziska.
Now we see the reverse serve there so well.
Again, he's going for broke. Maybe, just maybe a little bit more patience, but that's not his style, is it? It's half a chance and going for a broke. 7-8. There we go, that's better, 8-all. It's no wonder that male choppers and defenders have gone out the window. This is just so dynamic.
Yeah, I think the most you see is women defenders, but not that many men now, and you can understand why, because the game is so fast, so spinny. And if you do find a defender, they have to attack just as well as they do defend.
It's 8-9, I beg your pardon. Liang would serve. Oh, and that is now for 10. Francesca's got the service, and he's also got the advantage by 2 with game point. The all-important first game. It's such a big one to take. Well, if we get 2 male Europeans coming through against the Asians this evening, that will be a huge achievement. Missed it, but he's got another chance. He wasn't far away, was he? It was very, very close. It's 10-9. Game point still. He's missed it. It's 10-all. But the crazy thing about this format is he's still got game point. Just 1 point required, but Liang has got that chance as well, and more importantly, he's got the serve. And Francesca's got it. Very, very impressive. 11-10 he takes it. And that is a great first game, a big achievement. And you have to say, he's probably deserved it on balance, although he was a bit wild with a few of those shots. He was very successful with others.
Yes, I think these players are just getting used to the conditions here and this round arena, and the bounce of the ball as well, and the heat from the lights. So it's taken them all the players I've watched so far, it's taken them one game to really get themselves going. But Franziska, you know, played some good shots, but his backhand at the end made him that last point.
It was a big one because there was pressure on him. He'd lost 2 in a row at game point, but his mental strength, psychologically he was up for it, which is a very important part of the game. Here he goes. He's got the service at the start of the second game. Oy.
I'll take that.
Well, we can just sit here open-mouthed and go, wow.
1-all.
Oh, back spin he put on the ball, Francisco, on that service. He can do the reverse serve again, is he? Nope. It's interesting with that service action. The pendulum, it goes from the right to the left. When they do the other service, it goes from the left to the right.
Got a bit greedy with that one, into the body, and then went for broken and missed. Okay, well, a little bit of excitement there, levels up at 2-all. But this is Liang has now got a lot of pressure on him. He got to win. He was very accurate here, some great recovery, but ultimately couldn't make it.
2-3. Ball just came a little bit too short there. Francisco not able to play his backhand.
Again, we can't criticize him because he's been very successful and actually won that first game. But he's going for everything. I guess this is the strategy. Worked out with Jorg, his coach. 4-2. They're both looking for early openings, trying to close out the rally early on. And it's showing up a few errors. 4-3.
3-5. Just a slightly longer serve there. I don't think Francisco was expecting that. That's what a server should do, change the spin direction, speed.
Boy.
3-6.
Again, concentration, absolutely vital. Get your rhythm going, particularly at the serve. Oh, and that's 7.
7-3.
7-3. 2 services in a row lost. One big mistake and one fortuitous for the opposition. Gosh, that really wrapped the tape.
He had no chance of getting that one.
Nope. And again, the counter doesn't work, so Liang is in a great position here at 8-3.
He's put on the pressure, stepped up a gear, playing the board hard early. But good counter top spin there by Francisca.
Well, if you can pick up a couple on the serve here at 4-8, it might put a bit of pressure on, but well, Jorg is looking a bit vacant because he's not excited here at the minute. And there's another error.
4-9.
In the second. And now 4-10, 10-4. 10-4, and Liang in prime position to take this second game. 12 minutes left of the 24. And there it is, it's 11-4. So some error-strewn performance there in that second game from Francisca. And Liang takes advantage by leveling up. One game more. We need some rhythm to both these players. There have been a lot of errors, too many mistakes. We've seen some excitement as well. But Jorg Rotzkov obviously been quite animated in his appraisal and in his advice here.
Time. Because both these players have high risk shots, take the ball early, that's when the margin for error, they're just slightly out, they miss.
Jill Parker explaining why we're getting so many errors in it, but here we go, more than, well, just over 10 minutes left and we've got 1-1. Ah, great start from Liang. He's very muscly. He can put a lot of power in here. And Franziska, variation of attack there, fools him. It's 1-1, 1-1. Oh, just like you said, they take it so early, you cannot believe how they can even get one of these shots in.
But when it does go on,
Yeah,
it's a winner. Looks
Left.
really good.
2-1.
they're very similar in approach. Lovely service there for 1-3. Oui.
1-4.
Both have made errors on serve. Unusual. He'll be annoyed with himself there. I wonder he jumped with frustration.
We haven't had many rallies, have we, in this match?
Can't remember any. So they will towel down after 6 points, of course. But 4-2, Franziska can now take this game by the scruff of the neck. Will he do it? He started doing that. 5-2. The backhand has found its range.
Left. 5-2.
Oh yeah, another good service. And that, when you get two good serves and following up with two lovely points, open up the gap to 4. Tell us about that serve then, Jill.
There was no spin on that because you saw T2. So they disguised her with use of the wrist, but they changed the bat angle when they make contact with the ball.
Analysis by Jill Parker, European champion a while ago now, but 7-time England champion as well. Lovely work there for 7-3 now from Franziska. Keeps the pressure on.
Left. 7-3.
We're talking of European champions. I mentioned before, we've got one European, one male European into the quarterfinals. Franziska attempting to be the second of the evening. He's got a chance here at 7-4 in the third. Great counter. Wow.
Yeah, that was superb there by Franziska. Took the ball early. Counter topspin.
4-8.
I mean, it's a blur. As that T2 ball comes through across the table, it's a blur to the rest of us. Right in focus. It's like a football to Franziska there.
5-8.
Liang, time for a fight back. Not going to happen. 9-5. This is a big moment now for Patrick. Oh, again, it was go for broke there, wasn't it? Liang.
Yeah, the service went slightly long. So Liang, he took the initiative, stepped in, played that strong ball.
9-6. Yeah, great work. He shaped up to play it cross court, but he played it down the line off the forehand side, and he's now got 4 game points. 6-10 is the score. Liang will serve it, but Franziska is favourite to take the third game. Oh my goodness. Wow. Absolutely out of the top draw there.
That was powerful, that first forehand. And then the next one.
Yeah, he's muscly with it as well. You could tell he's using every sinew in the body. He could be in my rugby team, could Liang? I'll put him in as hooker.
Yeah, he looks a big, powerful lad, doesn't he?
He really does. So, Francisca's got the serve back, which is an advantage. He needs 1 point. Liang saved both his serves, brought it back to within 2. Well, we've got a timeout here. I think it's Jorg who's called it.
Yeah, I think Francisco, he just went up to the umpire and did the T sign.
So, well, it's been a fascinating match. We haven't had any lengthy rallies at all. It's all been bash and bang, sometimes with success, and other times it's been failure. But certainly excitement continues. Europe versus Asia, Germany versus China. Great atmosphere inside. Adam Brobod doing his best to keep it alive and throwing out gifts. The crowd have had a fantastic couple of days. They've really appreciated this T2 diamond here in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. He needs 1 point. He's got it. It's 11 points to 8. That's 2-1 in games, and a really good timeout, you have to say. Beautifully timed, the timeout, and beautifully finished and executed that forehand down the line of the backhand side. Great work.
Yeah, very brave there, and I think that's what Francisca has got. That's his game. He goes for every shot, whether backhand or forehand. That's why we see there aren't that many rallies between these two players, but when they do come off, it looks pretty good.
Well, Jorg is very happy, and you have to say, Patrick Francisca taking that 2-1 lead is not done or dusted yet, but it is very, very exciting. And the strategy is obviously paying off at the moment. Liang under pressure. Time is called, and I don't think anybody heard the umpire on that occasion. There's a lot of excited people in the crowd.
Yeah, I think they've been dancing to the music, and Adam has been giving them gifts to the ones who perform the best.
Right, back to the focus. Patrick's got the serve. He's got a 2-1 advantage. Just over 3 minutes left in the 24. We will definitely be going to more fast 5 games. Uh-oh. Watch out. Oh, that's unbelievable. Listen to this crowd here. Get excited. Jump up in front of the television. Come on. It's out. Oh, what a rally. Well played, boys. That was fun.
And then earlier we said, oh, there's not been that many rallies. Well,
well, who would believe a commentator anyway?
Commentators curse.
Yeah, we're here to have fun poked at us, that's for sure, because these guys, they're doing all the hard work. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. Look at that. Look how far away he is from the table.
It was a circus act. And there's a good start here from Liang. He's got three in a row. The barometer has definitely gone up. The heat is on. 3-love. Oh, and again for 4. Love 4.
I thought that was a winning shot by Francisca, but Liang was there, ready, waiting for it. Great counter topspin.
1.5 minutes left of the 24, but we've got definitely a feel of final points here in terms of how far we're going to go down the line. I've got a feeling this will go to 7. It's just got that feel about it. The best of 7, and I think we're going to see it right here. Saw it yesterday with the final point of that game 7 with the 2 Japanese girls, didn't we? Ito and Kato. But I think this is going to be today's right to the wire. Liang leads 5-1. He's got the serve. 44 seconds left, but it will go to 11, this one. All subsequent ones to 5.
6-1.
There's a lot of energy around Liang Jinghun at the moment. It's gone.
It was a good shot there. Francisca did play that backhand down the line. I thought that was going to be a winner. Liang was there, ready, waiting.
Wow.
The right one to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, he'd got himself set for it. It's just the execution let him down. 2-7.
7-3.
Back with the serve, Liang at 7-3 now. There's been a surprising amount of variety to these attacks, although it's all been very, very harsh. And there you go. Good down the middle for an 8-3 now. Well, it's real table tennis, that's for sure. 4-8.
Yeah, he set that up well. Good service, followed in, 3rd, 5th ball, but made that error.
Need to see him pick up a couple more before we get really excited for this game. Liang is in the control and in the lead, but at 5-8, still, the curtain is still open. The German, oh, there's a timeout here. I'm not surprised about this, to be quite honest, because it's a dangerous moment for Liang. It's a must-win game for him. We've counted the clock down. 24 minutes have gone, so now the rule sets in that they can finish to 11. Thereafter, all games played to 5, the fast 5. It would be extraordinary if he could turn this game around. Not impossible, but 5-8. The banana, well, maybe we'll get a banana shot in a minute, Jill.
Well, that's the second banana I've seen him eating, so he obviously needs some substance.
You should have a punnet of strawberries there as well for the strawberry shot.
5-8.
Liang has got the lead, but Francisca has now got the momentum. 5-8. And he's now got 6-8, 8-6. Wow, shake of the head, and that timeout didn't actually work. (8-6) Liang. Oh, dear.
It's a beauty, that.
It came back with interest. Wow, 9-6. He looked to be out of it, fought back well, but this point is a big one. And that is a big one. It's 10-6, 6-10. Well, the optimism was certainly in the Francisca camp, but it's now disappeared. 6-10. Oh, that's lengthy, wasn't it? My goodness.
It was a long service there.
Cool.
I don't think he was expecting that to be that length. Bit of an unforced error.
Missed it, 11-7. They're tied up at 2-all. And I have to say, this has definitely got the best of 7 written all over it, because we're now going into what is known as the Fast 5. First to 5 for all the remaining games. We're going to get at least 2 and maybe 3. He's done well, he's recovered well. Mentally, he's kept his strength. And he's certainly been on the ball and on the table when it matters. Good battle, this. No compromise. They're going for broke. They play very similar styles. And certainly, there we go. There's our confirmation that it's Fast 5. 2-all in games. Liang will serve it, and it's the first to reach 5 in game 5. It's outrageous. How can you do that to the serve?
Well, he's looking to try and keep it short and long, no half long, so he doesn't get in, but just went slightly longer than he wanted. I think he hit that before it even came over the net.
Certainly, early ball, 2-all, 1-all. Alternate serving, of course, in Fast 5. Touched the tape as well, I think, as it spun over. That put off Liang. 2-1, and Ziska just in the lead.
Oh, great backhand there. You see that shot is very risky.
Very risky and very risky, I would think.
Very risky and risky, yeah. We've got to have strong wrist to
Got
play
to be
shots
frisky
like that.
to play a risky wristy. It's late in the day, Jill, come on. Oh, you beauty! That's fantastic, Patrick. Patrick Francisca with the risky one first, and that dynamic cross-court from the forehand side. Brilliant. He's now got the game point right here. He's got the serve as well, which is a bonus. Super confidence there. He's got it. He's got it. It's 5-1. 3-2 in the games. And it's over so quickly in this Fast 5 scenario. Wow. Well, that confidence paid off. That risk definitely paid off. And we were open-mouthed at that, weren't we?
We certainly were.
The banana boy.
Had a couple of lucky nets, I think, in that short game.
Yeah.
But they all count.
But there's no chance to recover. That's the big problem about the Fast 5. The luck is with you. Oh, good fortune evades you, but I have to say, it's been a great matchup. Very similar styles, and at the moment, the European representative, Patrick Francisca, has the advantage. He needs one more game. He's got the service. 5 points will win it. Anguish as that one goes long. Love one love.
Yeah, wasn't happy with himself there. Quite recover. quick enough. Let's see what Liang will do with his serve.
Let 1 love.
So he'll be looking to get in with a strong third ball. Doesn't need to.
I mentioned quite a long time back that this had the best of 7 written all over it. It looks as if that might come to pass. Love to. But Francisca will try to avoid that happening. 2-1. We've had one rally of note in terms of length.
You're right there, John.
Oh, that's brilliant for 2-all. Unglaublich from the German.
Yeah, good placement there.
Oh, now that is trickery. That is real magical trickery. Jorg loves it.
He's up on his feet.
He is.
I definitely like that one. He's probably saying, come on, Francisca, do that again.
Well, I was talking to Love, and it looked to be all Liang's. He's now fighting for his life. And he's at least temporarily prevented the hatchet or the hangman coming to him. It's 3-all.
Let's see where he top edges that. We're talking about that margin for error. Just slightly out, mistime it. That's what happens.
3-all. It is a fantastic rally there in favour of Francisca. And here he now sits with match point. And this will be a great night for the European players in the men's side of the competition. If he can pick up one more point. Sweden have gone through with Falk. Germany could go through with one more point here. Liang will serve, 3-4. Oh, and that's it! Both hands in the air in triumph, and he's thoroughly deserved it. Patrick Francisca gets the crowd on their feet as well. He is a lovely, lovely chap, and I tell you what, he was like a lion on that table today. Absolutely up for everything. He was powering down all those backhand topspins and ultimately retrieving everything, and Jorg with a smile of satisfaction, you have to say. Well, that was superb. What a match. In the end, it was 4-2 to Patrick Francisca, and he certainly deserved that. Liang did his very best to counter it, but, well, the smug satisfaction by the coach there, because I tell you what, there were some moments where Liang was certainly in the game. Haha, the final moment. Good that, Jill. Did you enjoy it as much as I did?
I did, yeah. Yeah, really did. At first, you know, there wasn't many rallies, but it got better and better as the game went on. And I think Francisca's face says it all, doesn't it?
It was real intent right at the end. There you go. Magnificent. Yeah, you can't add much to that, can you? A picture speaks 1,000 words. And I think that's a Chinese expression which actually adds insult to the injury, doesn't it? Oh, well. Confucius saying. Francisca's there. He's waiting to be interviewed, but I tell you what, there'll be smiles aplenty. Right, let's go and chat to the boys there with Jun.
There you have it, filling in the last slot for the men's quarterfinal, Patrick Franziska. But let's get his opponent's side of things first. From China, Liang Jingkun. At the World Championships and other world stage, he has performed so very well. So let's get his thoughts on his opponent today.
首先评价一下今天对手的表现怎么样？
我觉得打得非常好吧，然后。
I think he performed really well today.
We want to focus on, because we know that Jingkun's form has been really good lately, so we want to know today, what was it about the T2 stage that he struggled with?
就是最近你的状态其实还行，但是你觉得今天这场球失利，就自己对于 T2 这个赛制有什么特别的感受吗？
可能感觉就是稍微有点着急吧，可能上场的话比较慌嘛。
I think I'm a bit anxious and nervous today during the match.
Let's talk about the fast five. It was really quick. So how does that change the pressure for Jingkun just now?
最后进入强五的时候，有没有觉得这个强五的节奏特别快，然后给自己的压力更多一点？
对，有吧，可能也是自己第一次打这种。
Yeah, of course. This is my first time to play fast five, so it's a bit nervous for me.
Well, Liang Jingkun, we hope to see you in the next event at China for T2 Diamond 2019. Thank you very much, Liang Jingkun. Let's head on over to talk to the winner of that encounter from Germany, Patrick Franziska. That was an amazing matchup. You have been on fire since the Australian Open, and how long is that fire going to keep burning? Tell us.
I hope for a long time. I mean, thank you. I mean, yeah, I came here with a lot of confidence. Also that I beat Fan Zhendong last week, of course, gave me much confidence, and I'm very happy that, yeah, I continued today. It was a lot of fun to play here. The spectators were great today. Thank you.
Yeah, we've seen you have been on top of your game against many top Chinese players lately. What do you think of the challenge provided by your opponent today?
Excuse me, the next?
The challenge by your opponent today. What do you think of his performance?
Yeah, no, I have to play my best against the best Chinese. But now I have the confidence that I can also beat them on a good day. And yeah, that's why I'm very happy that I did it today.
Well, we wish you all the best in the next round. Thanks to you. Germany now has a representative in the men and women's championship here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Patrick Franziska.
Great performance that by Patrick Franziska, number 17 in the world rankings against the number 6, Liang Jingkun. I tell you what, he really was on fire. Came through to a 4-2 victory ultimately, but it was nerve-wracking for all of us watching. There were some moments of angst, you might say, on both sides, but ultimately Patrick Franziska, his determination to keep going with the attack, whatever he encountered, came through very strongly. And mentally, he's prepared, and he said he's had success recently over the Chinese opposition, and he then puts another very important European man into the quarterfinals. Sweden have done it, Germany have done it now, and that is the story of the stats. Here we go, look at the serves won. They were level pegging for that, and forehand winners very similar as well. There's not much to separate them on the stats. First 3 strokes just in favor of Patrick, but all in all, very important. The serving aces came also to Liang Jingkun, but ultimately it was all about winning, and that one fell to Patrick Franziska. Won Chun Ting will be his opponent from Hong Kong. So there is a chance that for sure for Patrick to go further down into the semi-finals as well. It's been a great match. Got one more to go.
Well, it's all going on here in the fan experience zone. We were here a little bit earlier. I actually decided to come back here because still people are taking advantage playing the games. The computer game going on here. Lots going on at T2 Diamond 2019 here in Johor Bahru. Opportunity as well to have a little look at what's been going on. We've had some European success, of course, in this evening session with Matthias Falk making his way through to the quarterfinals, and just now, of course, Patrick Franziska continuing his excellent run of recent form, the German, with that victory over Liang Jinkun to also reach through to the quarterfinals. Disappointment, of course, for the defending champion sporting that pink rubber. Bernadette Soch going out to Ding Ning. But some good matches featuring a lot of fast five that we were talking about earlier on with Jörg Roskopf, how that's threatening to change everything, change the outcome of matches, and we've seen that over the almost first couple of days of competition here at the Iskandar Malaysia studios. But building up, of course, we've got the one more match to conclude this evening session. One more quarter-final spot to be filled with Zhu Yuling. Zhu, of course, early exit at the Australian Open recently. First round exit, losing to a player outside the world's top 100. And Zhu taking on Kasumi Ishikawa, who for many years, of course, has been the leader of the Japanese women's team. Decent results in the lead-up events here on the ITTF World Tour at the platinum level events. We'll see how this one will go. Of course, it's another China-Japan matchup. The Chinese women getting the better of the Japanese women in recent times. Going to be interesting to see how it goes really over the next year, building up to the Tokyo Olympic Games, where, of course, Japan as the hosts will be hoping for much better things. We'll see whether Ishikawa can upset Zhu in that match to come a little bit in a few seconds from now. So it's the remaining match of the evening session here on day 2 at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Zhu Yuling of China to take on Japan's Kasumi Ishikawa.
Yes, the stakes are high here in the closing match for this session. The last slot for the women's quarterfinals. It is Japan versus China. Let me introduce to you your match officials. Umpire Lua Biyue. Assistant umpire Kairu Hizami. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for former world #1, Zhu Yuling. Her opponent, Olympic Games silver and bronze medalist, Kasumi Ishikawa. Zhu Yuling versus Kasumi Ishikawa. Let's go.
Well, we have this matchup, the final match of the round of 16, and Zhu Yuling, she is the epitome of everything unfair about the Olympics. Ha! She has been #1 in the world, and in fact, World Championship, she was involved in teams as well as in singles as well, but I tell you what, she was only a reserve.
So, are you happy? Okay.
Lua Biyue says, "Are you happy?" That's not something you say to a girl that's just about to face Zhu Yuling. Very interesting. Kasumi Ishikawa, on the other hand, has attended the Olympics and succeeded there. But this is now payback time, because Zhu Yuling and all the Chinese team members, because of the conditions of entry, they will find it difficult. If they lose here, they'll find it difficult to actually get enough points to then qualify and represent their team. So it would be a travesty of justice if Zhu Yuling dips out on Olympics next year in Tokyo. But that is the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. Very difficult. Kasumi Ishikawa is her opponent today. And I tell you what, Japan and China, you're always guaranteed for a great big face-off and a big piece of entertainment. The final match in the round of 16 is Zhu Yuling. What do you think about her chances here for this one, Joe?
Well, I was just looking at the stats of these two players, and from 2010 to 2018, they played each other 14 times, and it's 12-2 to Zhu Yulin. But Zhu Yulin has won the last 10 encounters, and you know, the last was in 2018, where she beat her about 4 different events: Team World Cup, World Team Championships, and Korean Open.
So Kasumi Ishikawa will certainly be under pressure here. Highest rank at 3, current rank at 6. But, a lefty, of course. It presents its own challenge. But, well, the form book suggests Zhou Yuling, and I think a lot of the heart of the public will probably be having sympathy with Zhou Yuling as well. But Ishikawa is a very stubborn player as well, and we shall see. But here's the Chinese player, Zhou Yuling, 24 years old now. And really you have to say that next year might be her only chance to get Olympic success. We will see. There are points at stake here during this T2 Diamond exercise and project, so it's another of the reasons why these top players have been invited and love to play here. It's theatre in the round, and we know that these gladiators of the table tennis will be giving us everything, even a little bit of sweat and tears as well. It's part of the deal. Ishikawa looks as if she's got the ball, and she will serve. 24 minutes for this final round of 16 match.
Let love all. One love.
A lot of backspin on that first serve there from Ishikawa. Placed it quite near the white line. It was a difficult shot for Zhu Yulin.
One all.
Oh, don't have to chase the ball down. The ball kids will retrieve it and keep the game moving along very, very swiftly.
Yeah, they've done an excellent job, haven't they, these
They
ball
have.
kids at this event?
Absolutely. They've had the privilege of being very, very close, but they've done a very, very good, very solid job. Zhou Yuling 2-1 in the lead with the serve.
One, three.
Service over. 1-3. So we've got a camera on the stanchion of the net, and that's why you get that fantastic close-up. Really cool. 1-4.
Oh, good backhand there from Ishikawa. Took it very early off the bounce. Both these players playing with a very similar style. They like to get in whenever possible. So both players would try and be positive with the backhand and forehands.
Oh, great work. Zhou Yuling stepped around what would have been the backhand, left the table exposed, but was so dynamic in that forehand cross court. 5-2. And again, backhand is doing the work as well. 2-6. Starting out really well. He'll be happy. Wearing the Li Ning tracksuit. I remember Li Ning. Do you remember Li Ning? One of the Chinese gymnasts that broke through to the world stage. Is now seen everywhere around the world with the leaning tracksuit. 7-3. Zhou Yuling. Too many errors creeping in.
Yeah, she's trying to keep it tight so that Zhou Yuling make it difficult for get in, but she is making those errors, as you said.
One ball too many for Ishikawa, and that is 3-9. She shakes her head in frustration, but I tell you, it's all about the opponent putting pressure on. You see that beautiful cross.
4-9.
She's got the luxury of a lot of money in the bank here, as Yuling. She's spending it freely. 9-5. She's got now the service back again. Maybe she can close it out with these two. Yeah, that's a great service. Not easily fooled, that close to the net. 10-5, game point. Zhou Yuling. And that is just over the net.
One dribble, didn't it?
Dribble, dribble. Hung out to dry on the top there. 6-10. And that's gone. It's 11-6. Zhou Yuling has taken the first game, done it in style. She's put pressure on. And, well, really, as we expected, she's got the must-win scenario here. The Chinese will not be enjoying any loss, certainly in the first round. And, of course, with these Olympic points at stake, qualification. And, of course, the limited number, that's the big problem, isn't it, Jill? Every country has a limited number that they can enter, and China, well...
They can only have 2 in the singles. When you think how many players they've got in the top 10 in the world.
It's extraordinary. So, if you're a half-decent player in many countries in the world, you still have that chance. Unless you're absolutely in the top draw in China, you've got no chance.
It's interesting that Zhou Yuling, at the age of, she started playing at 5, but when she was 9, she moved with her mother to train to play table tennis. And she was in the national team at the age of 15. So a big part of her life has been playing table tennis.
It's a similar story with a lot of these players. They've been brought through the system. The conveyor belt of talent continues to come through all the time. Ishikawa has the lead, love 1. That's lovely for love 2 now.
Yeah, got into a rhythm in this second game.
She got a little bit of a roasting from the coach at the break there, and you have to say she's suddenly pulled it round. There we go.
That was interesting how Zhou Yuling just played so many balls into the backhand.
Again, taking it at the top of the bounce very early, very good. 3-love to Ishikawa. Got the edge there, unbelievable for 4. He's happier now. He's almost smiling. You don't want to upset a Japanese coach, I tell you. Oi. Love 4.
Well, she's got one in the bag there, so she'll be a little bit happy about that, Zhou Yuling. Let's see what she does from service now to follow in.
And again, those backhands are doing the damage there for 5-1. Oh, what a transformation. They will take a towel down. But this is a very big recovery, you might say, from Kasumi Ishikawa. 5-1.
5-2.
She's not varying the attack much, is she, Yuling? She's happy to and content to put it down that backhand side into the body.
Yeah, and a lot of it is in the same pace as well.
3-5.
If you're going to play that sort of game, you would think they'd just put a soft one in just now and again, just to change the pace.
3-5, Yuling. You know, Ai Fukuhara used to nod and talk to herself all the time, didn't she?
4-5.
Remember Ai Fukuhara, all you people? There was...
Time out.
And there's a timeout here, wow. And it's called by Kasumi Ishikawa. Maybe another roasting coming up. But Ai Fukuhara made appearance on television as a star at, what, 3 years old or something like that? It was crazy.
She was very young.
And she burst onto the world scene, I think, at the age of 16, something like that. It was an extraordinary career. And this youngster has a similar kind of way of talking to herself just before she plays. Well, it's 45 seconds. The clock continues to go down. Ishikawa's got the lead, but she hasn't the serve at the moment. That belongs to Yuling. Well, she'll be annoyed with that. She called the timeout. She expected to pick up the next point. It didn't happen. It was 5-1, 4 points in a row to Yuling. Chayo, Yuling. And she's now taken the lead. Both coaches.
That
very
slow,
exciting.
spinny one there, then a fast one. Just changing the pace.
7-5.
Slow, spinny backhand as well. She's won 2 points there when she just changed the pace and the spin.
Well, she's actually picked up 6 points in a row now, so that's a big turnaround.
7-5.
Doesn't matter what Ishikawa's trying to do. She's shaking her head there because she knows that she should have made a better fist of it than that. Trying to change the angle of attack.
6-8.
At last, she's broken a 7-point momentum. This is out. She was in control earlier in this game, but missing that one. 6-9 now. Oh yeah.
9.
Good play there. Great backhand down the line. Played it out wide to the forehand and then back to the backhand.
It was coming to her in the body though, wasn't it? So she was able to play those backhands with relative comfort. 9-7. And now 10-7. And Zhou Yuling on the verge of a 2-love advantage here. That is it. It's 11-7 in the second. So 2-love in favor of Zhou Yuling. And the girl from Mianyang, Sichuan province in China, certainly settled well. And despite the fact that she was 5-1 down in that second set, has fought back beautifully to take it and move to a 2-love advantage. Difficult to know what she can do. There was that sort of look of resolve that she could do better, but frustration.
Yeah, I think Zhou Yuling, she changed her tactics, and she's quite a few points down. When she was losing at the beginning of that game, she was playing at the same pace, fast, fast, fast. Well, that's what Ishikawa, she likes to play like that, but then she changed her tactics.
Mixed up the speed a little bit and mixed up the actual line of attack as well. Yeah, put it down to outside onto the forehand side, and it wasn't controlled. Here we go then, third game, Ishikawa.
Love 1.
So the focus of attack has changed a little bit, and Yuling's fortune changed with it.
Love.
And again, she's just trying a little bit hard here, Ishikawa, at the moment. She's under pressure, and you can feel her play is a pressure play. 3-love. There you go.
4.
Tough to see her getting out of this hole.
No, I think Zhou Yuling's got better and better as the game's gone on. Got into the flow with a good forehands and backhands.
And now at love 5, this is very ominous. Oh dear.
Love.
Giving away the ball, giving away the point, shaking of the head, it's all very ominous. 6-love. Oh,
7
cracking.
love.
Confidence absolutely
just
blossoming.
shows, isn't it, when you're that many points up, you know, you can relax a little bit more and go for your shots, and which she's actually doing and playing. Great table tennis. 8-love up. What? Ishikawa must be thinking, what can I do?
Love 8. Uh-oh.
Love 9.
Have you ever won to love? Do you give away a point?
Well, some do, some don't. Some don't out of respect for their opponent.
Well, this is what I'm asking now, because actually a little etiquette, some people's etiquette would suggest she needs to give this one away. She doesn't do it because she's not been given an opportunity to give a point away. So at 11-love, total domination by Zhou Yuling. And you have to say she's deserved it completely. It's 3-love in terms of games, 6-7 and love. And you can see here with, well, there's still time to complete it all inside the 24 minutes.
Yeah, we've got 7.5 minutes left.
We've done it already in one match, but it is an unusual animal to complete everything, complete 4 games in the 24 minutes. The screaming, and she's even having to put her fingers in her ears. She doesn't want to hear that. Trying to concentrate, trying to fight back in this match. But the crowd are going crazy because Adam is giving away some gifts.
Players are ready to play.
Even the umpire is now having to put a bit of discipline into the situation. Yuling will serve. One more game required. Okay. Love one. So she scored the first point.
It's do or die.
Yeah.
So she's got nothing to lose, Ishikawa. She's got to play positive, get in.
1-0.
Go for a shots.
Ishikawa looking round for the ball. Comes immediately to her from the ball kid with the pot of balls. Oh, you beauty. Gee whiz, that's outrageous.
That angle.
Ah.
But now she got that angle from where she played that ball.
1-2, 2 in a row. And now 3 in a row. She's gone. She's nodding to herself, a la Ai Fukuhara, but I tell you, in reality, she's struggling.
3-2.
Strange. 3-all now, and they will towel down, but brief moment, slight lack of concentration. What happened here?
3-all.
To the body, the bounce didn't come to her.
So it bounced up a bit high.
Oh.
3-4.
Again, into the body, but transition was perfectly set up on the forehand side. She's so good at reading it early, anticipating. Oh, took the edge. 4-all. Still 4.5 minutes just under to play. We might just get done with Yuling winning this. There is time. Super! Oh my goodness, that final shot from the forehand. Absolutely amazing. So close to the corner of the net. Let's have a look at it. Off balance, but it didn't make a difference.
It's such a short stroke with so much power. Very wristy, using wrist and elbow.
5-all.
Well, it is step-ladder stuff at the moment. First one, then the other. Ishikawa will serve. 5-all. Missed that one, 6-5 Ishikawa. There's always the danger that the opponent can come back in, close it out as quickly as possible, but I tell you what, at 5-7, it looks like Ishikawa just has a chance here to take this fourth game, and then we'll be into the realms of fast 5. Much easier proposition for her. Well, Yuling has found a way hitherto. Let's see if she can do it again. Not there. Not there.
No,
5-8.
stepped round well, didn't she, Ishikawa, with that backhand? Very brave play.
Almost desperate play, but it's paid off. And another one for 9. Ha! Wow. The idiosyncrasies of T2 Diamond. played out before our eyes right now. 9-5. 2 minutes left. Missed that one.
9-6.
Again, talking to herself as she comes to the table. 9-6. This is a big point. And that is 10 now. 6-10. Now, we've got a chance to get into another game here and still then play it through to 11. If we hurry on. 6-10, 7-10.
10.
Well, we're getting close to the fast 5 time. Just watch that clock there. 1 minute and 5 seconds. That is the game, and we'll see, because they're only allowed 45 between. Let's see whether or not we get another game to 11. That will be interesting. 11-6, 11-7, 11 love, and then 11-7 in favor of Ishikawa. Wow. It's not all been resolved yet.
Yeah, we've got about 30 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the umpire is Luabi Yue will call time. And of course, I think it's probably in Ishikawa's interest to get back to court. 16 seconds, 15 seconds. She's got to call it now. There you go. The time is up. They've got 9, 8. I think they will. They will stop the clock because they will be underway. Now, my reading of the situation is this. They will have to play. If they play 1 point, they'll have to play up to 11 here, Jill.
Yeah.
Do you see it that way?
Yeah, I see it that way.
5th game. Kasumi to serve.
There you go. 6 seconds left on the clock, but we will play this one to a full 11 points. Ishikawa probably would prefer that.
Love 1.
It's 3-1 in games, but now I think the umpire will declare that we play to 11.
Let love 1. Love.
To love. If it was the first to 5, Ishikawa's played a disastrous start to that, but it's going to be to 11. Yiling will serve.
3 love.
That's a good shot.
1-3.
That is a very good backhand into the corner. Well, she's got the service now. Maybe she's got to take advantage and try to level up with these two. Oh, too good.
Yeah, that angle. I just don't know how she gets that angle. She must have to change her wrist action. Oh, yeah, she goes round the ball. You can see it so much easier in this.
The Ultra Cam.
Yeah, superb. You miss it sometimes when you're watching the match real time.
Well, she's still fighting here, 4-2. Still in him with a chance.
Yeah, strong backhand straight off the bounce. Has won quite a few points.
Oh, she's missed that one. Well, if not for 6 seconds of the 24 minutes, she would have been down and out right here, but she's been reprieved. And as I said earlier, she would certainly enjoy the fact that it's now to 11.
3-6.
Not that it will make any difference at all to the overall outcome, because Yu Ling is very, very strong. She's got some hugely surprising attacks. 3-6. Did that take the edge? No.
3.
No.
Didn't miss by much though, I don't think.
No, it's very close. Ishikawa's agreeing with you, Joe. Oh, beauty.
7-4.
Yeah, when the ball's played to the same place to Ishikawa, she controls it with that backhand so well, so consistently.
And another one for 8 for 4-8 now. Suddenly realized he's got a combination of 6, the 12 points together. Hearing the music helped, I think, to remind her. 4-8.
Length 4-8. 5-8. Time out.
Timeout called by Zhou Yuling. Turns away, and well, they want to confirm this one. Of course, they want it won in this game. 5-8, and their Chinese coach laying down the law.
Now, I want this to go really smoothly. No matter who wins, I want it to be exciting for you in the crowd. Are you guys excited to see this match come to a finish?
They're both very, very demonstrative, aren't they, with their body language.
And who wants Tatsumi to come back?
Time.
Who wants to bring T2 back? Who wants to bring T2 back?
5-8.
Right, this is the moment of truth for Ishikawa. She's got the serve, but she's 3 points adrift. And if she loses 3 more, she's lost the match.
8-6.
The timeout was called by Yu Ling. Well, certainly her bench. 8-6. Although it's so close at the moment, it's really very important that she doesn't lose another one. I was just thinking, you know, if it changes around and Ishikawa just can sneak this game, anything could happen in the fast 5. We're at 0-0 on the clock, so fast 5 is imminent. Unless Zhou Yuling takes this. Well, she hung in there. She didn't get too brave and gamble, and that made a big difference. 7-9 now.
She did have a chance there, able to play that backhand. But Zhou Yuling now 9-7 up. His 5th game.
8-9. It's not all over yet. The curtain started closing and it's just hesitated right now. 8-9. Ishikawa has a chance to level with this serve. Oh, it's a great rally. Super point there for Yu Ling. And now it is match point to Zhou Yuling. Good rally there. It's a pity it was won on an error.
10-8.
So, here we go. Zhou Yuling, she has been consistent throughout. Let's see whether she can go into the quarterfinals with this point. And she will. It's 11-8, 4-1 in total. And Zhou Yuling, who has never had a chance at the Olympic Games, keeps her place here inside the T2 Diamond Tournament. And you have to say, it was hard fought, but ultimately Kasumi Ishikawa made too many errors too early in the match and found it too hard to come back.
Yeah, great game there by these two players who are ranked 4 and 6 in the world. But Zhou Yuling, she came away the victor this time. Ishikawa, she played well at times, but then made some unforced errors.
Yeah, you got the impression that the mental strength, the psychological strength of Zhou Yuling was the major factor there. Ishikawa was under pressure and had to talk to herself a lot in order to pick up a few points. But it was a good match, solid match, the final match of the round of 16, both in men's and women's. We've now got the full, we've still got the fishbone. And here we go with the chat to the girls. Over to Jun.
There you have it, Zhou Yuling taking the last slot for the women's quarterfinals. Let's get her opponent's side of things first, Kasumi Ishikawa. What was so effective about her opponent's game today?
今日の敗因はどこにあると思われますか？
出足があまりいい流れに乗れずにレシーブが少し甘くなってしまったかなと思います。
At the beginning of the game, I couldn't do well, and especially the receives, it wasn't working.
But we all know the quality that Kasumi has in her. She was in the last Olympic Games. She took home a bronze. She took home a silver. So we know the quality that she has for this game. But what do you think it takes to close a gap onto the Chinese players?
前回のオリンピックでもメダルを取って石川選手は素晴らしい選手だと思いますが、その中国選手とのその違いというかはどこにあると思われますか？
中国選手はすごくミスが少ない選手が多いので、自分が先に簡単なミスをたくさんしてしまうと勝つチャンスはなくなってしまうので、簡単なミスをしないように気をつけたいと思います。
I think Chinese players don't miss a lot in the games, and today she had a lot of miss, so that's probably why she lost.
Anyhow, we wish Kasumi Ishikawa all the best in her future tournaments. All the best. Thank you very much, Kasumi Ishikawa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's now speak to former world number 1, Zhou Yuling. That win makes it 11 on the trot for her, so let's get her thoughts on this, her side of things. Does confidence play a huge part, a huge role in winning a tournament like this, a knockout format for Zhou Yuling against Kasumi Ishikawa, which she has met 15 times now in her career?
就是你跟石川已经在职业生涯中交手过15次了嘛？那觉得这场比赛自己是不是在赛前就蛮有信心的？
我跟他上一次打应该是1年前吧，所以我觉得今天的比赛自己更多的是做好自己，然后充分的去发挥自己的水平吧。
So last time I met with Kasumi Ishikawa was 1 year ago, and in today's match I just want to play out my best performance.
Hey, we have to talk about the third game, 11-0. Very impressive. Tell us her philosophy on the mercy point.
就是第3局的时候也是打石川了一个11-0嘛，那当时有没有想就是在觉得自己打11-0这个有没有什么想法？
我就是想就像我刚才说的，我就想打好每一分，所以我第3局我完全投入到比赛了，我没有看见比分。
So just like what I mentioned before, I want to play out my best. So in the third game, I didn't notice a point. I just want to play my best.
Well, we wish Tu Yuling all the best. So you have it filling in the last slot for the women's quarterfinals here in T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. To No Mercy Yuling. There you have it.
Well, it's eventually been a disastrous day for the Japanese. Jun Mitsutani lost out. Miu Hirano lost out of